This comment was left under one of my posts about the nothing reasons women leave. She says, "We have a saying in my native language, 100 nothings killed the ox." I think it's quite fitting here. Absolutely. There are 100 of nothing reasons why women left. Here are some of them. Okay, Monica says, when I was a stay at home mom, I would have to argue and beg my ex husband for money for my feminine hygiene products. He would give me the exact same amount each week for groceries. If I deviated from that amount over $5, it would cause a huge fight. It's funny, at the same time, I didn't think of it as abuse. That was 25 years ago. Please understand that controlling a person's money and then using that as a reason to blow up is called financial abuse. Ladies, it is a real thing and a significant nothing to leave a spouse over. Lau says, my first husband moved a woman to my house while I was in a medical trip that lasted a few months. He was also financially abusive. I gasped. What? She continued, I had let him know my flight schedule ahead of time, so it's not like he didn't know when I was coming back. I found out because of my neighbor. She came to me with all of the receipts. I then checked his phone and his interactions with her. It was bad. I'd say that that's a pretty significant nothing. He let her know without saying a word. Jinx says, my nothing. Multiple emotional affairs, emotional abuse, putting everyone else's feelings before me, and the final nothing, trying to buy a house with his girlfriend, who happened to be my close friend, who was like a sister to him. But to this day, he says, I tore apart the family for nothing. That's a pretty big nothing, I'd say. That's a pretty big nothing. Mimi says he'd go and do anything for his parents and sisters, but complained at the thought of helping me around the house. I left and said, go back to your mommy then. If a man cannot share in the household duties, yes, that's a pretty big nothing. This one is sad. Annie B says, he was home alone and I came home to a trashed house and moldy food. I was in the hospital after delivering our stillborn son and nearly dying myself. It was like cold water over my head, and I realized he didn't care about me at all. Can you imagine the emotional distress of delivering a stillborn and then coming home and seeing that your husband just simply does not care? I can't imagine. Final one. He called me names, threatened to ruin my reputation on social media, pushed me down on the bed, and held me there while he screamed. Then he was shocked when I decided to leave him. Apparently, I left for no reason at all. If you all have a nothing reason, make sure to comment below. Like, comment, share.